The DeTour State Forest Campground is located in Chippewa County, just outside of the village of DeTour. The drive here is a nice drive along the shoreline of Lake Huron, and as you approach, you see your typical State Forest Campground sign, and inside the campground, you have your typical State Forest Campground billboard. Camping here at one of the 21 campsites will cost you $20 a night, and I'm going to stay at this campground, so I have to use the envelopes that are pre-filled out to register my campsite. I'm going to just slide that in the deposit box, and I am off to check out the campground. Here is campsite number 1 and number 2. These are fairly large campsites, plenty big enough for a vehicle, a pop-up camper, or a small trailer. Even larger trailers will probably find that they can fit in here just fine. The fact that the campground is surrounded by several trees keeps it nice and shaded and helps keep the wind down that is blowing off of Lake Huron. You can see this campsite is quite deep. You could fit a few vehicles here plus your rig. And some of these campsites butt right up next to one another, so if you're traveling with a group, then you will have enough camp space to set up your entire party. The campground is set up in a loop, and the back side of the campground, those campsites are considered shoreline campsites with a beach view, but it is fairly overgrown and you can definitely hear the waves crashing to shore, but it's hard to actually view the beach from the area. We're going to head on over towards those campsites and take a look, and this is one of them. Nice big site. Here's another one. Each campsite has a fire ring and a picnic table. There are vault toilets and hand pump water in 2 different locations here. This is campsite number 20. Another nice big site, but you can see it backs up to another campsite that's on the opposite side of the drive. Here is the second vault toilet that is here at the campground. It's by a parking space for people to park that want to just use the beach area. We will walk down there now. It's a nice sandy trail, but it's not a super long walk. And the trail leads to a really nice sandy beach. There's a few big rocks out here, and then as you pan around, you're going to see the shoreline gets a little more rocky. It was a pretty windy day, but I took the risk and I flew the drone up. This is the campground beach from the air. It's a nice big beach, and looking off in either direction, you don't really see a whole lot of population. You feel pretty remote in this campground, even though it's right off the main road. Lake Huron is nice and calm right now, but like I said, there was a lot of wind. Really beautiful area. Pan around the entire lake here and back towards the beach where I am standing out in the trees. And there was a good view of a couple large freighters going through, which just added to the experience here at the campground. I would definitely recommend this campground to anyone traveling towards DeTour.